And here is the weather forecast for the week of May 15th. It is Sunday, and as Sundays go, this one is heavy, as you might have seen from today's headlines. The grief and gravitas in the news reflect the sobering reality check of the sun as it is squared by Saturn. Now, in the language of astrology, the sun refers to vitality, heads of state, and CEOs. Saturn refers to cuts and losses, including mortality. But the sun is also in touch with Neptune today, and Neptune refers to wipeouts and the surreal and empathy and healing. The entire front page of the Sunday New York Times, planned in advance, has just one story. And I'm holding this up for people who are watching me on YouTube. 1 million, a nation's immeasurable grief. It's all about COVID losses. How did the New York Times editors know to put this story on the front page on a day when Saturn squares the sun and sextiles Neptune? Astrology is amazing. Meanwhile, the moon is in Scorpio, driving the day with a need for emotional depth, power, and control. There is a full moon just past midnight here on the East Coast, which reflects a rise in emotions, emotional intensity. And this full moon is also a lunar eclipse, which is the first one of 2022. Now, in the language of astrology, a lunar eclipse heralds an opportunity for a release of what no longer serves. This eclipse is the third in a series that started last November in the signs of Taurus and Scorpio. Translation: wherever this lunar eclipse falls in your horoscope is where you may experience a release over the next few months in matters related to values and possessions, material comfort and security, what is yours versus what is ours. Consult your local astrologer for details. Now, on Monday morning, Moon leaves heavy emotional Scorpio and soars with relief into Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius suggests a need to express opinions that may be boundary pushing and righteous. Humming in the background until early Wednesday morning is a rare meeting of Mars with Neptune. Mars refers to action, firepower, and desire, and its contact with Neptune adds potential charisma, seduction, religious zeal, and scandal. Watch the news. On Wednesday, the moon enters Capricorn, driving the next 2 days with a need to make something happen, perhaps inspired by all of that zeal. Patterns for the rest of the week suggest an easy flow among leaders, resources, and action, all of which can be used to build your power base in your own personal world. Got that? The caveat is that Mercury is still retrograde, increasing the probability of technical glitches, schedule changes, and potential misunderstandings. On Friday, Moon enters Aquarius, driving the next few days with a need to network and innovate. Also on Friday, Sun leaves earthy Taurus and enters airy Gemini. Clever communication of boatloads of information is what Gemini is designed to do, often while doing several other things at once to keep from being bored or boring. If Taurus gives form to Aries initiatives, Gemini sells what Taurus builds and takes a commission. That's the weather forecast for the week of May 15th, and I'm your weather gal, Elisabeth Grace. Back to you in the studio, Allison.